believe it or not, but Holocaust has been trending this year. Not in a good way, if there any good way. From Kanye West saying the good things about Hitler to NBA star Kyrie Irving's promotion of anti-Semitic content, conspiracy theories about the Holocaust paving the way to primetime news cycles. Alarming or a blessing in disguise? Let's begin by figuring out, what do people know around the world about the Holocaust? Let's take a listen.
This is my first time of hearing about it. I'm not aware of it. I don't know anything about it at all.
I don't know what the Holocaust is. I'm sorry, I don't know much about this.
During the war, over 6 million Jews were destroyed during the Nazi regime, during Hitler. What else do I know?
An alarming number of them, again, were actually burnt down by fire.
It was all about Nazi purification of the race.
The millions who were killed included women, the elderly, and even small children. Reading about it was a traumatic experience in itself.
Actually, funny enough, I'm Armenian, so actually the Holocaust was... Well, Hitler's famous for saying what happened to the Armenians, because what the Turkish did to the Armenians, he got the idea to do what he did to the Jews.
People look at it from the Jewish point of view, and I sympathize and I understand that, but people don't hear from the German side and the generations that have come after that and after that. And what people don't realize is that the Holocaust and what happened is almost like a dark cloud that is on every German. You can ask any German, he'll tell you that is what he gets confronted with wherever he goes in the world.
How many Jews died in the Holocaust?
I don't. I imagine thousands and thousands, but unfortunately I don't know the exact number.
I do recall watching a documentary, and it was thousands.
I know it wiped out 6 million Jews, right?
Upwards of 6 million Jews died as a result of the Holocaust.
Well, the estimate was 6 million, but it could be more.
Total, I suppose, 6 million Jews died. And other people. Romanis, anybody who was gay, anybody that was against the Nazi regime.
What were you taught about the Holocaust in school?
Not much, to be fair.
Yeah, well, we never learned anything about it, really.
I remember reading a little in school. I know that Hitler was a strong leader, and many people feared him, and that he killed many people during the war.
Oh, I learned that it was against the Jews, and the Holocaust was all about the annihilation of the Jews by the Nazi party.
Yeah, the first book that I was given was to read was Anne Frank.
Wow, and is that in your English class at school?
Yes, that was the only book that was actually very interesting in school.
No, I only learned about the Holocaust from my parents because they had a book about it that I was rummaging around something, I happened to come across.
How much do you like that? I suspect she'll probably learn even less than me, unfortunately.
As a third generation to Holocaust survivors, I will never stop being shocked by how it about the ripple effect while survivors are still very much among us. Okay, let's cross now live to Sheffield. Dr. Ilya Yablokov, lecturer in digital media and disinformation from the University of Sheffield, is joining us now. Thank you very much, Doctor, for your time. So, anti-Semitism, always timely, unfortunately, but this year something happened. We cannot ignore it. Why is it gaining so much momentum now? What are the quote-unquote trending conspiracies, and what are they fueled by?
Well, I would say just in the media, we see it in the media and we react to that, to these conspiracy theories in the media. They're not really disappearing, but at the same time, we cannot say that they are rapidly growing. So the research shows that we definitely have plenty of crises, in plural, in different parts of the world, in different parts of our society and economy, that work as a springboard for beliefs in conspiracy theories. But people like Kanye West just, help to promote these fears and the theories online. And certainly multiple other users online, multiply these effects of conspiracy theories everywhere, but the numbers more or less are the same. They change in this, growing a little bit, going down a bit. But the springboard is uncertainty and crisis.
So, do you think it's far-reaching to suggest that Holocaust denial is paving its way to consensus?
Let's put it that way. It is about education and it's about promotion of these ideas. If you look at those respondents that you have interviewed in the streets across the world, you will see that their knowledge of the Holocaust is coming from education.
Right.
So if textbooks,
or lack
let's
thereof.
say, in Russia, in the States, in the United Kingdom, in South Africa, contain this part and teachers pay attention to this part, then people will know about that. Then people will know that there were conspiracy theories about that, right? So it is about education and promotion of these ideas. Basically, it's literacy, right?
But we can't really ignore the mechanism here or the platform facilitating this spread. We've been holding this conversation on different fronts, but is it a futile battle, or will social media giants be held accountable for that?
Definitely. I mean, we live in the world when, millions of people can believe in absolutely rubbish ideas of QAnon, right?
Right.
Or the flat earth, for example. So definitely, I'm a supporter of the idea that social media must be censored in that regard and must really, really closely monitor and monitor in a smart way, not banning everything completely, even a funny critical meme posted on social media. So they need to observe certain censorship, but at the same time, it needs to be done in a smart way.
But doctor, maybe it's not about a platform. Maybe it's about something far more fundamental. Maybe we cannot counter lies with the truth. Maybe the truth is not powerful enough.
Well, again, we know that we scholars, we people educated know about the Holocaust. We promote literacy about what happened and about other atrocities in history. But you're operating with the word truth. And how would you educate someone in a very distant part of the world, which is not really connected, let's say, to European history, American or Russian history? How would you make that part of their lives, right? So and at the same time, as I said, there are communities that are very much allergic to that kind of education. Far right, for example. So how do you deal with that? It's a very complex thing, but as I said, the central part should be education of individuals that goes then on the community level and that goes on the society level. That's how we deal with that.